This gun has shit-ass range.
It'd be not really expensive really, but you know, an option you could give your dad if he's wondering about power consumption and stuff.
Why?
On your electric bill, it tells you how much you pay per kilowatt hour. You can buy for like 50 bucks, 60 bucks, a outlet plug that'll plug into your outlet, and then you plug into that outlet. It has it'll keep track of how much power it draws. So you plug your PS4 into that, and it will tell you exactly how much power you're using. And then you can be like, okay, Dad, I will pay you for the power I'm using.
This could work.
Like at the end of the month, it'll tell you how much power it is. You can look at it and figure out how much it is.
All I know is your brother'd be paying him a lot more because the Xbox uses so much more power.
Well, I'm dead.
Because it is much more efficient. Being as why it needs that big ass external
This
power
tank
brick.
doesn't turn! Holy.
Because it's Russian and I'm dead.
Oh my god, this tank does not turn. And now I'm dead.
Trade you.
I mean, granted I was going downhill, but like, I went around that one bend up there. Didn't make it. Didn't make the turn.
By a lot.
Oh my god, I'm already almost past this tank, so goodness, it sucks.
Which one?
It's the, T50, I want to say?
Yeah. What's
No,
the
God,
version? Tier 4?
That's little crap. Not sure.
Well, I'm not a fan.
Reedy, do you keep your PS4 in standby mode? Or do you just turn it all the way off?
Even in rest mode, even in rest mode, they looked on CNET, they measured it. It was basically like nothing. It was $1, like 50 cents a month or whatever, to be in standby mode versus off.
Really? Look at them shit-ass teams.
Mm-hmm.
So we are on EU.
It is pretty late, so... It hasn't been taking too long to get into battles, though.
Okay, a PS4 uses 90 to 150 watts.
Wait, how much?
90 to 150. So,
that's
when
the
you hear your
PlayStation.
fan kick on and go into jet mode, you're using 150 watts. Which ain't shit. Like
Now, are you able to see how much the Xbox One takes up?
Really? Fucking whole lot on.
70 to 120.
That doesn't sound right.
Watts, not like...
So the PlayStation 4 takes up more.
Great again.
not by much.
The audio, great again.
And that's when it goes
Yeah,
into
but together,
fucking
that's like
jet
what?
mode.
You're stealing?
Like that 150 is when it goes into jet mode, which rarely happens if it's cooled correctly at all. So if you have it standing up in the middle of an empty desk like I do, it rarely goes into jet mode.
Alright.
Like
I've
hell,
never had mine go to gym.
do you still have an original PS3? Or a PS3 Slim?
No.
Because goddamn does the original PS3 use up power. 190 watts.
Fall back!
Yeah, that's why mine's only on, like, basically for a little bit when I go to bed.
PS4 energy, 10 watts on standby mode. 150 while gaming, but that's definitely when it's in jet mode.
My vape mod reading, every
Yeah.
time I hit it, 160 watts.
Wow.
So yeah,
Really,
his
here,
vape
search-
uses more than your fucking PS4 does normally.
Reed,
I'm
look
making this
on,
tank.
it's called kill-a-watt electricity monitor. You can get one, oh, really cheap actually, at like Home Depot for 20 bucks. And it'll tell you how much power is being used, and it can keep track.
When your PS4 is off completely, it still uses 1 to 2 watts. Oh, it's because when it's off all the way, it's in standby mode. What the fuck? That's bullshit.
So there is no off. It's always in
No.
standby.
Yeah, it's standby or idle, which is when the light bar is orange.
Yeah.
And then, like they say, the Nintendo Wii and the Wii U use the least amount of power. No shit they do, because they don't
have-
play hardcore games.
Yeah,
They're
they don't
not
have any
running
graphics.
Battlefield 4. Like the Wii U uses 35 watts max. It's the only wattage they have it tested for. But still, lie to your dad and say the Xbox One uses more wattage than the PS4. Say it uses like 200 while you only use 150. Or bump yours down to like an average of 100 because 150 is like never used.
And you can always tell them you talk to your buddy that works for, you know where I work. You just don't say it on stream and be like, hey.
Yeah, I know. I told my dad that. I talked to you about it already.
Sorry.
I mean, you could even do, I mean, won't work if you want to lie about your brother, but you could show him the like look up the model number of the router that you use and show him how much power it's using. Because it never changes. It doesn't like use more power or less power depending on how much data is being downloaded. It just uses it.
And also, you know, and I'd hate to do this to you guys, but have your dad or someone go into your router and set gaming time for you and your brother.
Could be done.
We're just trying to help you out, Randy.
I know.
While trying to fuck over your brother. At least in my
At the
case.
same time.
That's why I'm voting.
Go ahead.
No, so that's why I'm voting for you. Say you get that monitor thing that costs you 20 bucks since you have your job back now. And you can tell your dad, here, every month you can reset that. You can monitor it every day if you want to write down how much it says it's being used so you can keep track. And then at the end of the month, figure out how much it costs, how many kilowatt hours it used, look on his bill, see how much it costs per kilowatt hour, and then you pay him for the electricity cost.
Not a bad idea either.
And the
So that
average,
should only be at most, it'd be like 20 bucks at most.
you know, considering the average
Or-
kilowatt hour is 10 cents per kilowatt hour.
Yeah, it's usually,
Yeah,
it's like
it's-
13 cents where I live.
Well,
I'm just looking at
ask your
energy
dad,
use calculator.
get your own internet. Then you don't have to worry about your brother getting on your internet.
Well, it sounds like he's actually more worried about power, not the internet being used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That time. But just say, okay, Dad, I'll give you $100 a month for my power usage of the bill.
No, screw that, because it's going to cost, that's going to be a lot more than what it actually would be.
Understandable, but that gives Reedy a responsibility to his dad.
I'd say offer him 50 if he wants to just do it as a blanket thing.
But but it shows his dad that
Yeah,
shows
true.
his dad showing that Reedy's taking responsibility for some of the power bill too.
That is
Well,
true.
like I failed ninth grade for the year. I'm paying for my summer school because I said I told my dad I was like I'm not going to pay for my screw up. You know, I slacked off my own problem. I said I'll pay for my summer school. That's $150.
That's some cheap summer school.
Then,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
right. But then but since you're working with me, and $100 a month ain't that much. And all
No.
that, $100 a month is not much. And yes, that is overkill for a power bill for what you'd be using. But that'd be showing your dad that you're taking responsibility for that part of the bill.
Yeah, you'd be paying a third of the bill every month, so he couldn't bitch about however much electricity you use.
I think it's like, you know, because he has the Hawker, and the Blu-ray player, and the DVD player.
And 2 refrigerators
No,
and 2 freezers.
Well, yeah. No. A refrigerator and a freezer now.
And that freezer is probably sucking more than your PS4 will in a month, in like 2 days.
Oh, I know it is, because it's an old one.
Whoever this god legend's back, he just tried to ram me into the water. I failed at it.
Do I gotta come down there and fuck with somebody? I'll go push him into the water.
Nope. I'm gonna die.
I'll be back.
There,
Enemies
though.
looking right at us. Ready to fire on target. Nice shot.
I'm dead.
Done for. Everyone out.
I'm going to be here in a minute.
What do you want, cat?
My cat wants to be fed, but I gotta make her wait an hour or two.
Got an AT2 moving in on the position.
How long do you say Reedy plays a day?
6 hours.
And if his price per kilowatt hour is 10 cents, he'd only have to pay his dad $20 a year. With a 90 watt,
I'm so
with his PS4 being 90 watts. So I'm going to up that to 120, give it a little overkill. Yeah, it's less than $3 a fucking month. And if I do put it as, I'll put it as 12, just to go even more overkill.
Well, yeah, I think the national average is 11.
Yo, for his hours used.
No.
Yeah, even with his hours used up to 12, power watt